All right, so just in case you didn't know who we had in the studio, that's the amazing Bankulli, and he's here with me on this couch. You've been with us for the whole day. Thank you, thank you.
I've been around since 6 a.m.
I mean, Bankulli was actually, I wanted to surprise this girl, and I was like, what? I thought you were going to send an artist, or something.
No.
Thank you for coming.
I'm semi-artist now.
No, of course you are. Thank you.
I know it's shocking to you when you saw that
shocking.
project.
When I saw you, I was like,
Bankulli, what are you looking for there?
I was a little surprised, but you are such a great guy. I've known you for a while. I've known you at least in this industry for at least 10 years, at least.
I've been here more than that.
Yes, I know you've been here. Of course, I know.
I was here when they were building this building.
I know. You used to manage, I think it was Dibanj. One day, the whole Mo Hits at a point. I remember that's when I remember.
Okay, my journey with Mo Hits Records or the band started with JJC himself.
Yes, JJC.
I plugged them into the game.
Yes.
When I mean plug, I mean
real plug.
It was analog plug, not social media plug.
Social media
We're talking of the one you use
Physical.
your legs. So many times I will enter downful bus from Ujuelegba to Ikeja. I don't have any dime in my pocket, and I have to go and share CDs. And not just share CDs. I'm talking of, there are some places on the Island Avenue or Kwebe Road where we have influx of, people going to buy food, Tantalizer,
so
Mr.
you stand there?
Not stand there. What do you take me for? I'm a don't. What I basically do is very simple, Just because you want to push the artist is in his house. But I have a relationship with the manager of all those eateries. So not just relationship as in respect, they know the kind of music I bring is always bringing customers there. So by the time we go all around like that, we put all the CDs there, and they start playing it. Within 1 week, they will come in back. Oh God, this thing they cause problem. Oh. People they ask to buy this CD. Oh. I said, oh okay, don't worry, I'll bring the artist to your eatery. Wow. And by the time we take them there, it becomes chaos, And for the artist, it's like, they can feel the real, energy of how people are consuming the music.
It's amazing. A lot of people don't know the people behind the scenes and make things happen.
Well, most of the time they don't need to know us, but
need to know because you are doing your own. You are cashing out.
Well, my own is even this one. For better part of my life, I build people, I make people popular, I make them stars, and of course, behind the scene, I do what I do, and at the end of the day, when God just wants to just embarrass you yourself with what you've been doing to people. You just have to submit yourself to his authority.
And that's what happened. God just decided to embarrass you.
I believe that's what happened. Yeah, because at some point I was trying to tell him that guy is okay. But you don't have any call when it comes to that.
So I've seen your rise in this industry. You've reached I think you've reached the very top as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there's still a lot more There's still a lot more. I know there's a lot more. Yeah. But you've reached some heights that a lot of talent managers have never ever reached.
Yeah, but it's in the open. I'll give you an example. A couple of months back, I look at the trend. What's going on? Afrobeat is getting. I mean, it's the fastest growing music genre in the world, and I felt we need to interact with the world, which is not there. It's just the artist that is interacting. They are blowing up, the labels are picking them up,
but the actual culture behind
the culture is just too far from it. So, I took it upon myself, bought my flight ticket, and I faced LA, faced London, interface with people there. They were very happy. They need to know what's going on. They need to speak to people like us, interact. Yeah, you said you've known me for over 20 years and I do stuff, and outside the world, they know me too, but they can't feel my real person. So I had to, take it upon myself. And in the process of doing that, the opportunity to do that stuff for Beyonce came.
So let's just quickly talk about that. How did this opportunity to work with Beyonce? I think you're not an artist per se, but now you're an artist.
It's because you don't know that part of me.
True.
Because I don't make noise about that part of me. I remember this song. Now is the time to know who got the money.
No, that's a Don Jazzy song.
That's a Kechuku song.
Yes,
that's my voice doing the background vocal.
Really?
Some people they want make her cry. Some people they pray make her die. Why?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's my voice
Wow.
there. And so many much more like that. Davido says song, why, I remember da da da. That's my voice before the song.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So we do all that, they call it background vocals, you know. Yeah, we're there, A&R, you do your stuff. Really, you know, you just want I want the best for the music.
So how did the opportunity with Beyonce come?
You really want to know?
I want to really know.
Wahala.
How can you work with Beyonce? You've taught Beyonce.
But like how, okay, let me put it like this for the benefit of people watching at home. Preparation is key in all. Be the best of the best in anything you do in this world. Listen, you are not just a talent. Make yourself a super talent. Before I talk about that Beyonce one, I will just give one gem for people so that they can just keep it. Don't forget the son of who you are. It started with What the Throne with Jay-Z and Kanye. We were in the studio. I was in that setup in the capacity.
You met Kanye a long
of
time
an artist
ago.
manager.
Before Kanye, you met before Kanye. before Kanye became a Kardashian, you had known Kanye.
It's God, it's not me. So, you know, in that situation, I was in the studio as an artist manager. I actually went into that session with Don Jazzy. While we were there, they were recording, they were playing, they were producing. I know what they were doing because it is not my business. My business is to manage
the
situation
and
with
the situation. Yes, yeah.
But while I was there, something happened, something remarkable. I had my headphones on, my laptop was open, and I was reading through Linda Ekeji. Then Kanye came into the room and he was like, if anything comes into anybody's mind when they play this particular set of music, that you should please contribute. They need, something is missing in the song. So at that time, they said everybody should stop what we're doing. So I saw them. I have no business. I don't need to stop. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not in that capacity to do what they're doing. But out of respect, I removed my headphone and they played the music. And while they played the music, simultaneously, I was humming the solution to the music. And at that point, one of the guys there started running towards me with a recorder. I said, I beg.
Calm down.
So as I was doing that, Don Jazzy was just laughing there, like, Bankulli, I said, make I do it because I know what I allow, you know.
Artists. You gotta be careful before they say you're taking their time.
No, but, you know, Don Jazzy was just laughing. He was just there because he knows what I'm doing. He knows I can do it.
He knows you're capable of it.
So while he did that, and Kanye was there, he was like, what the hell is going on, you know? And I stood up and I recorded that session, and I told them that I can do something much more better, and I gave them a different version. At that point, that was when I knew this is something is going to come out of this. In front of me, Kanye called Jay-Z. Jay, that stuff has been solved. And in 20 minutes, Jay-Z walked into the room. And they replayed the whole stuff for him. They pushed the volume of my mic. They pushed it up, and the whole room, I was like, I started sweating because, number one, I can't go back to the laptop or try to go undercover. Everything just switched. And by the time they played 2 seconds of it for him, he came to me, they pointed to me. So he came to me, he hugged me, we shake, and I'm like, I started shaking my head. So when that Beyonce, fast forward to that Beyonce stuff, the plan with me and my friend, I have one friend in LA called Ishmi, is into music marketing, you know, influencer marketing. So we wanted to go and eat amala and gbegiri at one restaurant called Aduke's Kitchen at West Hollywood. It's not an advert. I'm just saying it. That's the reality. So Vanessa, you know Vanessa Amadi?
Yes.
So Vanessa was in LA, and I saw on my Instagram feed. I'm like, hey, so you are in LA and you won't greet me, Abby? Don't worry, I'll find you coconut fish. So he said, okay, Bankulli, meet me at social place. So we went there. We drove up there, greeted her, you know. So I'm like, okay, so where are you going to? She said she's going to the studio to meet Tiwa. And I said, hey, where? He said, just 3 minutes away from us. We checked Google. And the plan was to drop her off and run off to go and eat our amala. Only for me to drop her off in front of the studio, and a minute after, exactly a minute, she started calling on my phone. Bankulli, where are you? I said, traffic light, hold us, we are just there. And it was unusual for a traffic light to hold you for 2.5 minutes. So we were just talking there. So I said, when I was talking to her, I was looking behind. Probably, you know, women, they always forget to their wallet. So I'm like, did you forget anything? He said, no. That please, turn back. So that please was not ordinary please. So I told my guy that come. She said, make me come back. He said, no, Bankulli, the Amala people will soon close. So I said, don't worry.
Turn back.
Make me go. He said, Baba. I said, make me go. And it was a nice car. Made back. So I said, you know, and he's the owner of the car. You don't want him to feel bad. So I just, you know. By the time we turned back and we got there, she said only me should come inside. And I went inside and I saw some bunch of people, they were like this, that they needed me on that project. And at first, I was quiet because 6 months or 5 months before then, I've never opened my mouth to sing at all. I've always been like, use my ears, just listen. And I came back the next day and I did what I needed. I mean, what I did, and there's something about those kind of sessions. You do your best. Listen to how many times I call best, 5 times. You do your best because you don't know what they might like.
Yeah. And
when you do it, don't put your mind to it, because if you put your mind to it, you have hypertension. So I just do what I need to do very well away. And just go away. So I was in London and sleeping like every normal human being. And they released the project and my phone was vibrating. It was as if they were using juju to... and my phone was vibrating. I'm like, what's going on, you know? But for me, like I said again, you know, you have to... If there's a promise of God on your head, you yourself have 80% of the work to do.
You have to be prepared.
Not just prepared, you have the work to be, because you can be prepared, but you have to know the job. If I don't know music, you never knew I can sing.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's good like that. You understand? Because
but you were ready for the opportunity when the opportunity came.
You have to. You understand? It's not just about I am talented and you just keep quiet like that. You have to be a super talent, because there's so many talented people in the world now. So
we have to round up soon. Your next project, you are connecting the dots.
Not just connecting the dots. I'm working on a documentary. It's called Chronicles of Afrobeats.
Hallelujah.
So we're talking
it's
about...
Gonna be I can already see it on Netflix. I can already see it on Netflix.
You're a prophetess. Basically, we're working on the idea behind it is, there's a lot of people that have used their sweat and blood and their personal money
to get the
build industry to where it is. And they were never repaid back in any way. Yeah, some of them, they have record label, but they never made anything. Really. They made name for themselves. They made name for the artists. You understand what I'm saying? But in terms of liquid cash, it's digital, you know, content now. And it's digital world now, streaming, and all the stuff.
It's only the artists that really enjoying the fruit of all
this. Yeah, like when I came into the studio, I saw 2 of your cameramen. I've known them here for over 10 years.
So it's a shame.
So how do you give back to those kind of people? Not when they die, that we start putting candlelights and you start mourning and you start remembering all those, you know. So I felt when that that video last year came out, God spoke to my heart that this is an opportunity for you to use this to shine light on other people too. You know, it's not just only me. There's so many people in the industry that are quiet. Nobody even give them credit. Nobody mentioned their name.
Agree.
So I felt it's an opportunity for us to use that to shine light on them and use it to project what the genre have done culturally to even Nigerians in diaspora. A lot of them, they don't have confidence to say they are from Nigeria or they are from Africa. So they choose to say Wagwan, Jamaican, you know, claim West Indies. But now we have something that unifies everybody. The moment they see our ladies dance to Afrobeat, everybody wants to be part of it.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Bankulli. I really appreciate having you on the show. I'm so starstruck and I'm so glad about your journey.
I'm your fan too. I'm your very big fan.
We hope you had fun with us today. This camera rather good. We hope you had fun with us today. Thank you to all our guests that came on the show today, Imotan and of course Bankulli, Chantel and Cece. Thank you for joining us today. Please join us again tomorrow and next week. We'll see you. Peace.
Bye-bye.